Oh, well.
Did you see how...
That was close. It was close. It was close. Okay. Hi. Welcome to a special edition of the FwooshCast, but the regular edition of the Mutant Cast.
The Mutant... I'm sure there's something out there called Mutant Cast.
Okay.
I don't know for sure.
So we're going to call this the special edition of, thanks to our favorite Canadian benefactor Mario, we have a new series of Marvel Legends that is X-Men themed.
The Apocalypse Wave.
The Apocalypse Wave.
That's not supposed to be out for months.
It's early. So, what do we do in these situations? Why, we get our friend from Canada to mail them to us. He drives 5 or 6 hours to come here, and we're going to talk about toys late at night so that you can watch it on the internet. On the internet.
Fwoosh tubes.
The Fwoosh tubes that are...
That sounds like a pregnancy test.
It wasn't me. So, we're going to talk about new X-Men. Oh, damn. Storm, you're fired.
Storm is cantankerous.
Yes, she's not happy. So we've got, what, eight figures to take a look at, and we're going to try to keep this tight, compact, and, flowing so that you don't get bored and we don't talk too much.
And also, we heard you last time, so we're going to flip between here and the review space, and hopefully you'll get a better look at the figures themselves.
I don't understand. I mean, last time I could see them perfectly. They were right in front of me.
I had a ball.
So I don't know what you guys out there are talking about, but we're going to do better this time because that's what we always strive to do.
Try to
do better.
Try to. And the reason Storm fell is because we have a felt on the table. It's not a flat surface.
It's not.
It's not like she's prone to falling over. Just putting that out before we forget about it or something. See, look at that. Gust force winds. Just
gale force.
Gusty.
Gusty.
Let's not get into that.
Okay, we're not going to get into Gus. This is X-Men.
Okay.
So, who are we going to look at first?
Let's go from least favorite to most favorite.
No,
what we think before. I just
assumptive
least
favorite.
I haven't had a lot of time with these yet.
Okay.
I've just assumptive. Before even messing with them.
Okay. So, last time I kind of pushed I think I don't like this guy and I like Gwenpool the best. So, what do you think? Who's going to be your least favorite? It's
going to be Madrox.
You think so?
Just because of costume choice. Only because I'm a bigger fan of the modern look. 90s X Factor.
Okay.
X Factor? It was X Factor.
Okay.
But yeah. I almost picked Gladiator. Just because he's redo. I already have him just in a slightly different color.
Than the San Diego one.
I have taken a minute and looked side by side.
This one's better. And we're going to show you side by side. And
it doesn't make me
much better.
It doesn't make me like Gladiator. It doesn't make me like Gladiator anymore, but I like the figure more.
As a character?
As a character.
Gladiator? Oh, okay.
He's always just come in, hey, I'm strong.
Purple Superman? Yeah.
Oh, somebody made me doubt my powers. I'm defeated. Doubt was his biggest. Doubt was his kryptonite, right?
Yeah, man. Gladiator he's got a mohawk, but he was emo before emo was a thing.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm still going Madrox.
You're going Madrox.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right. So we'll take a look at Madrox first, then. And just for the sake of continuity, we are going to have Robo do the posing.
That's my hands.
So those aren't unfamiliar hands.
Right.
The stranger coming in.
I've been sitting here messing with it for a minute. My mind hasn't changed. I think I dig the figure. I like the trench coat. Surprisingly, the trench coat is softer. I don't have Nick Fury here, and,
right? Compared to most capes in the line, you're going to be able to retain posability with
right. I mean,
figure
it's going to get out. I don't know what that was, but
fancy kicking.
Yeah, it's up and out of the way, even back. I mean, trench coat does not hinder legs at all.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to the costume thing here in a minute. But I also don't like how the arms are attached to the shoulders. It almost acts like these shoulders weren't made for these sleeves.
Yeah, the sleeves are bulky, or he's got some muscle underneath there. So, for noodle-armed Gambit, that might be a little little thick for him. I know a lot of people look at this figure and they're like, "There's the gateway to my Gambit." But,
right.
it would work, I guess.
Yeah,
if I
I'd be
cared
okay
about
with
Gambit
it
more.
because Gambit. Well, I would take Gambit over this costume on Madrox. On top of the biceps acting like they're not made for the shoulders, you also have swivel here and swivel here. So it doesn't really make sense.
I know. Okay, but here's my thought on that: is number one, I don't think the movement of it is egregious, and we're gonna get a little bit crazy here. I usually find the elbow, is that an antiquated term now, not really giving you the same range as a bicep swivel does.
This looks like an orgy. I'm looking through it.
It's multiple hands.
6 hands, 4 hands. And plus the range of movement for an elbow, it does come up past 90.
Yeah, with an elbow with sleeves.
And everybody knows I love some elbows.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. It's not bad. It looks nice on the shelf, but I would take this trench coat. I would take these arms. I would take... It also comes with the extra heads. It comes with the unmasked head, and it comes with
the heroic.
If you smell what Madrox is cooking, kind of the eyebrow up.
But I would like to say,
face.
yeah. But I would like to say that despite your seeming disdain for this figure, the head sculpts and the paint work on all of them, especially the unmasked one, is fantastic.
It's nice, and I want to say this is Parker's head, but I think it's a little bit different.
I think you're just saying same sculptor.
Yeah, something like that. And then, you know, the same paint apps, the same styles, same everything. But, this trench coat, this head, some combat boots, some pants, and then the t-shirt with the green with the yellow circles and stuff. I want a modern Madrox.
So,
I'm
multiple man, but not enough for me to say this figure isn't going to do it for me, because this figure will be fine for me.
Right. I wasn't into X Factor, and don't get me wrong, I'm perfectly happy for all the people that are into the 90s X Factor. This is great, but I was much bigger fan, read way more comics for the modern X Factor.
But this is the era that they're really going for.
I know, and I understand that. And that's
Deadpool waves and stuff like that.
This is my own personal beef right here with this figure. So there's nothing really, well, except for the arm thing, really wrong with this. Well, good job on how easy is it to flip the heads.
Very easy.
Yeah, not bad.
Easy like Sunday morning or
Saturday
it's as
easy
night,
as wrapping your arms around a camera and trying to... Yeah, it goes on there.
I'm right here. I could have done it for you.
Oh, yeah. Not bad. Different personality. And then, what's the third one? And then just a blank stare, kind of, for the unmasked head. I would still buy this. You know,
I am going to buy. I'm probably going to buy a few of them.
Yeah.
Actually, but I think he's perfectly serviceable, at least for someone like me who is happy to have the character, but doesn't have a long history or isn't like even top 100 characters. Maybe even not top 100 X-Men characters, but still, he's important. I understand the appeal of the modern one too.
I wanted to get this. Here's Cyclops. For those of you thinking that you wanted to pop the arms out to give him Cyclops' arms to have an unjacketed Madrox, the blues don't match.
Not even close.
So you have to do some painting. But scale-wise, same body.
Okay, so Madrox has been eliminated. Who are we talking about next? Well, of course it's Gladiator. Gladiator was supposed to go first, right? So you're picking him as next just because of the lack of originality to the figure at this point?
It's the same sculpt, it's the same everything. Tighter paint apps, but we'll look at that.
More comic-y paint apps.
Let's look closer at that.
Okay.
I feel like we've had this figure. When did we get this set at Comic-Con?
It's been a few years ago. It was the Thanos Imperative set, right?
So,
with Blastar and Black Bolt, Medusa.
Yeah, so
it's been 3 years or so.
Yeah.
So he's
been on the shelf for a while. But I will say, I do like the yellow.
This one feels more like a classic comic Gladiator, as opposed to the
Comic-Con one, where it's kind of special edition, where you have the gold and it's shiny. But
which the paint's sparkly and shiny and it looks cool.
But it's a little bit more messy. You can see right here the blues come off here. The eyebrows are kind of thick. the paint's kind of seeping into the eyes.
Yeah, the paint apps are a lot tighter on this new one, especially on the face.
And it makes me like it a little bit more. And I like the muted colors.
Well,
I think
it reminds me more of a comic panel, which I always support in my comic book action figures. Is the more it looks like it came off the page, the more I'm gonna like it.
I would even say the purple for the skin is just slightly. You can see it in the camera a little bit better.
Yeah,
it's damn close.
It's like this one got his makeup and this one didn't because he's a little shiny. On camera.
Yeah. So, but overall, I think I like the brightness. Well, the brightness of the yellow, the darkness of the blue.
It's more accurate to what I know.
And it doesn't have near the shading. This one's got kind of a shading on the musculature. This one,
and if
not
you think
so
back
much.
to Marvel Legends about that time, they were a little shade happy at that time, and it just kind of ended up like they were working on cars more than anything. This is better.
But my thing always comes back to capes. Whenever they have a cape, there's something to gripe about. At least for me, and that would be if you peg it. It's floating right here. This needs to be glued down, and it would help in all kinds of different poses for them.
Yeah,
it would stay in place.
So would you glue this if you had it?
Yeah. I'd glue under those two.
We're not going to glue this one because it doesn't belong to you.
Come on. He would enjoy. He would appreciate it. As far as excitement goes, I think this one falls back behind Madrox.
You know,
I mean, I've only closely looked at two of them.
Right.
You know, that's early to make the
But
call.
this guy, he was destined to be that way for me because as nice as this construction is, as well as it represents Gladiator, as much as I like it better than the previous figure, ostensibly I've had this figure for how long now? And so there's only so much excitement that this repaint really can bring. It's not a bad figure. For those who did not get the San Diego set, I hope you did not overspend to get the old Gladiator. You probably did. This one is so much better, but it's a rehash, and that's cool. It's improved, but I wouldn't have called it necessary.
I'm liking them more than I played. I like how the cape comes around the leg right here. It's
He
a
looks
dynamic
cool
cape.
posed like that.
Yeah.
So he's not new, but he's awesome.
I would, even though I have this,
You'll have it again.
I'll have it again.
Well, Gladiator, interesting,
Yes,
right? I mean,
yes.
we could talk forever, but
We're not filming this
I
out
know,
of order. No.
not one bit. Okay. So, who is next, though?
I know the two I want to go with. It's a hard choice, but... And it feels like I'm picking on the bad guys now, but I'm going to go Magneto.
Gonna go Magneto.
Yeah.
So, I think I would put Magneto there, too, just because I think the figure looks cool, but...
I'm kind of down
Where's
with...
the purple?
I'm kind of down
Where's the purple?
I kind of dig the costume because I don't know. It's something different, but yeah, I would like a new version of that classic purple and, red. So,
All right, so let's take a look.
let's go grab that. It's an angle cape, which is, I guess they angle that peg so the front will stay down, which makes sense, but you get kind of a
Yeah.
out.
I like everything about this figure except the colors. It is a fantastic figure. I love the helmet, the extra head, the accessories.
And it's not Bucky's torso.
Yeah.
Is that Strange's? With the
Spider-Man
wrinkles?
UK, maybe?
No.
No.
It's not big enough.
Not big
This
enough,
is
yeah.
Spider-Man UK is bigger,
Yeah,
larger, taller,
maybe,
thicker.
maybe it is. Maybe
Yeah.
it is Doctor Strange.
This is Bucky's... Well, is it?
No.
The legs?
Uh-uh.
Give me that Madrox. No. Oh, no, he's got wrinkles all over.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Well,
I know it's
Magneto's
new.
older.
Not those. Ooh, cheeky. I'm okay with this. I think of Magneto as bigger, but I think it's that 90s thing.
Yeah.
Where he was big for everybody. You
And
know?
everybody was big.
Yeah. he looks a little bit lanky, but I love...
So you want to hear something terrible? You know why I don't like this figure? Because it's really good, but it's not the colors that I want him in, and I can see the colors that I want him in, and that would be awesome.
No,
So it gets demerits because it's so good, but it's not the one.
But you talk me down from hating Madrox because he's in the wrong colors.
Yeah. This is Magneto.
Oh, wow, that's true. This is a much higher profile character.
And that red and purple is, to me,
Iconic,
a part of
yeah.
his iconography.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look how hidden that ab crunch is.
It's beautiful.
I
It's like you
nearly
don't even
went,
see
wait
it.
a second, is this the old Toy Biz Namor torso? But no, there's a crunch
it is
there.
not.
It is so well done.
Yeah, and the helmet sculpt. I mean, we
Yeah.
have never had a good Magneto helmet, in my opinion.
Looking at it close, though, check it out. They follow this design right here is sculpted in, and then it's painted red. You get to the other side. Look how they fell off
Yeah, they did.
the mark right there from the mask. I do have a problem with the cape. If this were mine,
Glue it.
glue it down, because I mean you get into that and everything's. But I like the shoulder pads sculpted to this, because even if this was glued down, because of the softness, you're still going to get range up.
Yeah.
I'm not. Oh no. Oh, because the shoulder pads are a separate piece that's connected to the front.
Dun, 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 dun,
Look at
dun,
that.
dun, dun,
I thought it was.
dun.
I thought it was sculpted all the way back because they were under the cape right there. Okay. Yeah,
So,
that's
so
kind
is
of cool.
the cape glued into the front, or is it all still one piece?
This is one piece.
Okay.
Here,
Yeah, it is.
and it's one piece connected back
Yeah.
over the shoulders.
So if they did go the classic Magneto route, some of the tooling is done. They would just have to
Well,
change
no,
that
he
piece up,
has
you
that.
think?
Yeah, he has that metal collar going all the way around.
Right, but is this piece?
Oh,
See?
Oh, look at that! It's
See?
sandwiched.
Ah, yeah. See? So the cape part, the big part of the mold is done. They would just have to get that metal collar
Yeah,
thing on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but these aren't classic forearms. These aren't classic boots. I think I'd be okay with a classic version on this wrinkly body.
I would too. I would just require the new piece here, and here, and I would be good.
And I don't like these translucent hands. I mean,
For Magneto, or
for
just in
Magneto,
general?
is that his power set? He comes with these electrical, this is kind of cool right here if you get that attached like it's supposed to. What is this? A reuse of the Thor piece from the 2-pack with Valkyrie?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot how that works. I've only been messing with this for a couple minutes. Oh, I kind of like that, but he does come with the painted fists.
Yep.
So,
And those black fists are going to do lots of people a lot of favors in
yeah,
a lot of ways.
because, I mean, 1, I like fists. 2, I like matching costume pieces. So,
yeah.
I'm down for that. Although, does that really look like the same hands? And then the last accessory, as good as that helmet looks, we're going to go here with the unmasked. This was the surprise, wasn't it? Until
Yeah.
we saw package pictures.
I think so, but here's the thing on this. Okay, you've mentioned that you've read the comic with this costume.
Yeah, but
without the helmet, what's he look like? He look like this?
dude, what do you do? I don't.
Okay.
The way I read comics now is just like woo, 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 good story, and
Okay.
I forgot about what he looks like.
So I don't know what he looks like without the helmet, but you do this costume and then you give an unmasked head that is so, to me, so 90s, it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, oh, we'll see you again.
But that makes me want a bigger body. Because I mean, does that look big to you?
The head?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
But it might just be those long, flowing silver fox locks.
I think I like it better with the helmet on because again, matching all the way down.
I mean, I'm not going to be displaying any Magneto figure without a helmet.
right.
But still, this is 90s Eric Lensher Magneto to me. So yeah,
X-Men #1.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. But I think I'm with you. Even though the Magneto of those days was bulkier, why was he bulkier?
Yeah, I mean,
To
he
me,
was
this,
old at that
this
point.
body size and type. I mean, that's still better. that's a better bod than any person I've ever met this one on. But still, this
Yeah.
is more appropriate of a build for Magneto to me. I don't know.
I'm still freaking about the ab crunch. That is cool.
Invisible.
There's also boot line articulation and nope, the bracer is part of the forearm or at least glued down.
which I think it's glued down. Right?
Yeah, it should
Which
be
that's an
because
odd
it's softer.
thing. Yeah, that's an odd thing.
Yep.
Because generally they're not.
Magneto not bad.
Helmet's rad.
Helmet's cool.
Yep. This head, 90s, but you're really cool too.
How long have
How
long have you been here?
It's been 3 hours.
Dang.
I know. God. God.
Yeah, I do a lot of editing.
And I can sleep anywhere. We just looked at Magneto, so who's next?
Let's go Sabretooth.
You think Sabretooth?
I don't know. I want to like it just from holding it for a moment, but I have some quibbles. I have some complaints.
Okay.
So
no figures without quibble.
No. But
maybe this is going to be really our first opportunity to Well, we disagree on Magneto a little bit, but let's take our disagreements. And,
let's take a look at this.
All right.
Poor Sabretooth.
No
extras.
Yeah, no extras, but
you know what my biggest problem is?
What?
The neck.
His head.
He should be as buff as the body is. And what is this, Luke Cage again?
We've got the other one around. It might be, or is that It's Hyperion?
You were about to say
Hyperonion. They've got me saying Hyperonion.
Is it? I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same
body. It's got that weird ab right there that's asymmetrical. It's pretty much, the whole thing.
Yep, it's...
Well, except for the spike. They put spike forearms on it.
Okay, so forearms, collar, head. Are we calling that's what's new here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, I think everything else is reuse. And, okay, the head sitting that high. If it was down a little bit, I think of him as bulky, big, so his head should be sunk a little bit more.
Okay.
Give it that evil look, give it that bulky look. And this being just plugged in the back. But again, if it were mine...
Why does that bother you?
Because when I go to pose... One is putting the damn peg in the back.
Okay.
I can never do that.
But if it was glued down, would that resolve that issue?
Yeah. That's where I was heading.
Okay.
If this were mine, I would glue here.
Because I mean, you wouldn't think that they would do an all new
torso
body, torso for that.
Should
Rumor
have,
is that they did, but then it got changed.
Yeah. Are the hands the same? Yeah.
Yeah. If not, they're awfully close.
Yeah. So spiked forearm, which is accurate.
Yeah.
He's got those spikes sticking out the back.
It's kind of wicked.
Yeah.
You'll shoot your eye out with that.
Looking at it on camera, the yellows look a little bit dark. I think that's a little...
I don't know. I really like this figure.
No, not actually dark. I think it's coming across in the camera as a little bit dark.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not used to this background either. I'm used to, my blue.
As much as I say that, the 90s era of X-Men, as iconic as they are, and as much as I actually want to build that collection, aren't my preferred X-Men era, this is my preferred Sabretooth, and I like this figure.
I'm okay with it.
The head sculpt's just cool. I can see that sitting a little high.
I mean, you can even see it's gapped up.
Yeah.
Right there. It's sitting... I would Dremel out the hole a little bit. Well, I'd Dremel out the whole head. Does this come off? I'd Dremel out everything for more range of movement, because he needs to crouch, too. Down. I don't think he can look all the way up with the head on.
That's pretty good.
Well, that's not bad, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm full of shit.
See,
but
don't be hating on the Sabes.
But I'd want to sink it down a little bit more, just to make it more uniform all the way through. Because, I mean, even if you look at this one, his head's a little bit down.
Yeah. I like this Sabretooth. This is the one that I want. It makes that old Toy Biz one, again, look rotten. But...
you know what I want? An alternate head with a closed mouth.
Just
because just to have a neutral.
Okay, I understand
another
that.
option on the shelf.
I understand that.
The Brotherhood all standing on the shelf. Just hey, we're cool. We'll get the X-Men later. There's no reason for him. This is great for action shots, some ACBA and stuff. But I'm okay with it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just nitpicking there.
It's not a figure that they went all out on, but I think it turned out nicely.
Right.
And he poses well. That body has a surprisingly good amount of movement to it.
Yeah,
as bulky as it is.
Yeah, it's thick.
That's a good crouch for him. I mean, I know the pose that you're wanting to get him into.
Yeah.
I don't think any legend can do that.
Yeah. I want to go deep, but yeah. You know what? This is actually my default big guy pose. But my Venom at home is in this pose, so I don't know why.
That was a knockdown, drag out a little bit.
Okay.
But let's see if we can find more common ground in the next one.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be?
I'm gonna go with the character that's probably had the most complaints in the thread on the Fwoosh so far.
Every action figure ever?
No. Let's go with Psylocke.
Psylocke, okay.
Only because
controversial.
I will admit, yours looks much better when I saw the pictures that you, or the picture you took.
Not really mine, but
Well,
yeah,
I know, but
wish
this
it
looks
was.
better than some of the other figures
Yeah.
we saw in pictures so far. So maybe I will be swayed to liking this more. But I'm also against this costume in the first place. I'm more of a armored Betsy kind of guy.
Yeah.
Ninja Psylocke came along. That's when I got out of comics for a while.
People hit their 40s and then they decide they don't want to read comics anymore.
You're an asshole.
We got jokes.
Ignoring you. I'm
Yeah,
going to
that's
go look
sound
at this
advice. All right.
I'm looking at this by myself.
I'll be here.
Okay. Psylocke I want to like, because I feel like I should, because everybody does.
I do like it because I think it's a good look, personally.
I don't know which way the sash goes. Did I have
Seems to set that way.
like this? Yeah, that looks better.
Yeah.
And people have talked about this little L. I think that's just a scratch. That's not a marking for a prototype or anything.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Just getting that out of the way. I like the armor, but I like that she kind of went more offensive with her manipulation of her powers. Yeah.
Because I mean that's why I like both of them, because the armor is very illustrative of her defensive and
Because she had the mental powers, but she was scared of physical.
yes,
Yeah.
So there's a place for both of them.
Yeah, and I'm good with this, and I can see that this is not Jim Lee-esque, I guess, in the thick department. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not
figure-wise,
and also kind of in the overall look. You know.
Yeah.
For something that I thought was going to be very specific in terms of rendition of Psylocke in this costume, that is the cover of Jim Lee X-Men 1 or X-Men 1 that Jim Lee did, right? I mean, there are several things that don't match that.
Right.
But it's still a nice looking figure.
Right. I wish she had a fist for the right hand.
And this whoop.
Yep. So you can just have the psychic katana.
Uh-huh.
I do. Her elbows seem to have more range of motion than, or range of movement. And I will say that the face looks better than I thought it was going to. More Asian.
Yeah, it does. And the hair is definitely black.
Yeah, and there's your big
So
gripe right there.
here's the thing. The face, to me, does not match even close to what Jim Lee drawing of Psylocke is. This is like more of a real person or like a generic likeness. And the black hair fits for that, I think. But she doesn't look like a spitting image of, I guess that's what I just had in my head for expectation of what Psylocke in this costume was going to look like, was going to be a spitting image of that X-Men #1.
Right.
Within the face and the hair color. And this doesn't have that, but she still looks really cool.
Yeah,
it makes this figure maybe a little bit more universal. I don't know.
But putting her next to Rogue, you can definitely see that she's thinner, smaller.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. It'll fill that position, but it also falls into not my preferred look.
Yeah.
But she'll be the Psylocke on my shelf. And she also comes with the butterfly effect, which I like. It doesn't really clip on. It just kind of sits there, but it wants to stay there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can't really complain
looking.
about it.
It's neat looking.
Yeah.
With this one, I like it. But I don't feel as strongly one way or another about it as I thought I would. I thought I would either really like it or I would really not like it. And she's good.
Right.
She's not amazing, and she's definitely not terrible, in my opinion.
Glue the sash down. Because even messing with it right now, it's all over the place.
Yeah, she looks
not
good.
bad.
She looks good, and she's going to look different than from your other X-Men. She's going to be standing around. The costume's unique.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next?
I don't know.
Oops. Oh man, now we're getting down to my favorites, and it's because of costume choices, and it's because of what I think of the figures after seeing them in pictures. Okay, let's go Storm next. We're going Storm next. She chose herself.
I know.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Do not wait around and let someone choose you. You choose
right.
yourself, Pikachu.
She went out and forged her own path.
Forge is a different character. This is Storm.
But at the same time as she had this costume, I'm so brilliant. Let's go look at Storm.
Okay.
You know what I like most about the Storm? Attitude.
Yep.
She's got that attitude.
She does.
She lost her powers, but she still kicked Cyclops' ass. And then she got her powers back.
Hey there, Storm. I'm really serious. Listen to me. I'm the leader.
No! But she comes with representation of her powers, so, I mean, which is cool, but I like the figure itself. I always want to do this with it for some reason. I don't know why. Have the power coming up.
And shooting her right in the face.
Well, it's more like, hey, I've got lightning powers, but I guess you could have it shooting out too.
Yeah. And
But
there's
again,
a lot of uniqueness to this figure.
Yeah, I don't know what's... Is there... Okay, the collar's sculpted on.
Yeah, so...
It's got to be new.
Yep.
It's got to be new.
The boots are, like...
Part of this...
There should be...
Are they glued on?
Yeah,
they don't turn.
Yeah, there should be movement there, because you'd think that the shin would be pegged in to the boot, but...
Yeah, the belt is loose. It flops up and down.
But it
there's
falls
no
into place a little bit better
right,
than the rest of them.
because there's no movement at the waist. It's all up here, which has an actual good range of movement.
Yeah.
Both there and there.
Got a waggle.
And has tilt to the head, which I love. Forward, back, all the way. Great movement, actually.
Yeah,
so she can fly.
Yeah, and you can kind of give her the, you said it has attitude, and she can kind of cock her head forward a little bit and be like,
yeah,
I don't like you, Slim.
I dig the mohawk. I just wish, I don't know, it being flopped to one side and then flowing around like a wave.
Yeah.
It kind of bugs me, and it's also not glued in all the way. There's a gap right here. Not so noticeable on that side, but it's definitely noticeable on that side. So maybe if it were glued in correctly,
there you go,
it would kind of flow over to that side.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. It's supposed to be... Well, no, now I'm pulling it out the other side.
Well...
I'm about to break your friend's storm.
No, don't do that.
If it were mine... I say this every time, don't I, with every figure?
Our nice friends from the north help us out here, and then we break their toys.
If it were mine, I would probably pull the hair out, see what I could do, clear it out, and then mount it straight. But it would still wave, but I think it was that way in the comics. I think that's accurate. I'm just used to that other storm we already have that has the straight up mohawk.
Yeah, the one the Jubilee one.
But I think I like Punk Storm a little bit more than classic original costume Storm.
Really?
I still want one.
Yeah.
It's a give and take, but Punk Storm was always kind of my Storm.
I definitely like her. This should be my favorite Storm. In terms of costume and whatnot, I do think I like the original still a little bit better. And darn it, I would still buy the one all in black, but from the X-Men Gold leader.
That's
the
right.
Black costume.
The all black, shiny,
all black,
shiny black
costume.
black costume.
Yes, that one.
Yes. Not white.
Nope.
Not silver.
Black.
Black.
Yep.
Rogue's head is kind of large, but I like that we got a good sized Storm head and body. I mean, she's a little bit thin.
Oh man, I forgot about that old Toy Biz.
The tiny headed Jim Lee Storm. Yeah, I've put that out of my head because it's off the shelf. It's gone.
Yeah.
I bought
actually, two of those. I bought the black and the white one.
Oh yeah, yeah, man, that head was tiny.
Yeah.
I'm keeping Storm in my what are we up to? The second of the regular figures, second favorite. Yeah, I don't know. I've already messed with Wolverine a little bit, so I know he's probably my favorite. The Storm is way up there.
I think that she is a very strong silver medal to Wolverine in this wave, and then there's a bit of a drop with the rest of the series after Storm.
But still good.
Still good.
Still
Probably
not
still, one of the strongest waves we've gotten this year, and that's saying something. But Storm and Wolverine are definitely the pride of this X-Men.
Oh, you
son of a gun!
Good range of movement. I like that Storm.
Yeah,
I almost want to save him for last because he's the Build-A-Figure. It's almost not the set.
Yeah. So
and I have a feeling. I still think Wolverine is awesome.
I think this figure is the best there is at what he does. And this, even though not my preferred costume, it's the best Wolverine figure ever. Best Wolverine figure ever.
Well, let's go decide that then.
It's been decided. We can
okay.
go talk about it, but it's decided.
I'm taking the elevator this time. I love the brown costume Wolverine.
You used to love me, bub. Now you love this bub.
Now, okay, we're going to go through the pros and cons here.
Okay.
Because
that's why we're here.
I do like the look of this overall figure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the horns.
Okay.
On the mask.
Okay.
And looking through the view, looking at the camera right now, well, actually, it looks kind of brighter than it actually is. This may be just slightly darker in person. Mm-hmm. It'll come up better in the pictures.
Yeah.
But I like that it's a little bit more yellow than this.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell right here, the brown Wolverine is a little bit darker yellow.
Mm-hmm.
But looking at this is slightly darker than the top of his head.
Yeah.
As if light is shining down. So you can interchange these two heads. You pop that one. You pop the vintage one. That's the vintage Wolverine.
Vintage, not the other one.
And it matches pretty good all the way through. Because I like the shape of these better on this one than this one.
This one's those kind of have personality to me.
You quit yawning. It's not. It's there, but I don't like here. I like that these flare out a little bit. Mm-hmm. These go straight back and kind of just become horns when you're looking at it from the front.
I've got to say that brown costume Wolverine in terms of costume is actually my preference, but I actually think that is a better figure. I like the way that they did.
Oh, the shoulder pads?
These shoulder pads that would be cumbersome and limiting generally, but they're not here.
Is that why they gave them new arms too? Because you can see that the new Wolverine has a bulkier bicep, bulkier tricep.
This to me looks more like a Wolverine arm.
Yeah. They also sculpted the hair on there, even though they didn't paint it. Yeah. But if you look at the bicep, how thick it is here and how far it comes up, I like it better than the old Wolverine. Yeah. This one stops right here, and it looks kind of tiny.
We're pointing out things that I never would have even considered on that figure before, and now this one.
Right. Now this one comes along and is like,
figurally, this one's better.
Yeah, it makes him more runt because he's more thick.
Yeah.
But taking this, and that looks kind of Capcom-ish. If you heat it and bring it out here.
Yeah, that might be, some would say that's giving the people what they want.
Yeah. And then when Wolverine's sad, this is what he looks like.
But what about when he's not in a mask-wearing mood?
Will that go on here?
From the vintage figure?
That's not bad.
No, it's not. I've never been a huge fan of this.
That's it.
Man, but when the motorcycle Wolverine comes out,
yeah,
that unmasked head's going to look killer on all of it.
That almost seems small on that body.
Yeah.
But this looks good, though. New head, new arms, nice shoulder pads. At first, I thought these should be mounted up here, but now that I've messed with the figure, because of getting the arm up, bringing it
the articulation a lot better.
Yeah, that looks weird, but,
I mean, if Wolverine... I don't think he's going to be standing like that.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. You have 3 chances. Otherwise, it's the same body, right? I mean, it's the same... Yeah. Legs, boots.
And he comes with...
different belt. We get an X belt this time around.
Yes, X belt.
And I've seen the conversations on the forums about that, that you can... Sometimes the brown had the X, sometimes the tiger stripe had the buckle, but you can...
I enjoy the variety.
Yeah, you can change them out if you want to between the two.
Yeah.
I really, really, really like those new biceps.
Yeah.
Arms. It thickens them. That's hard to say. It thickens them up.
Yeah. And he has alternate hands.
Oh, yeah. You can take the claw hands out. Seeing them in the package, it's packaged to bend the claws again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard, and I'm sure people and fans of the Arrow will point it out, but what else do you want from a Jim Lee Wolverine?
Oh. Okay, the arm doesn't really want to work. Because of that new huge bicep, it doesn't have a lot of slot right there.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
So if you try to bring the arm up there first, it only goes that far.
Oh, that's too bad.
But if you cock the elbow back and kick it there...
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, it goes to there.
This one definitely has the better...
Yeah, this one has the better range because of the...
See, now
they fixed that, too. But I like the look.
Yeah.
Yeah, good Wolverine.
He's great. This is going to make a lot of people happy. It makes me happy. I enjoy having both of these Wolverines now on my shelf because these two are These are the two most iconic, in my opinion, Wolverine costumes. I'd love to have a new astonishing.
I want astonishing, and then
maybe first appearance. I don't know.
me, I want new X-Men, but that's a long shot.
Yeah,
We need a new long shot.
It's Wolverine.
Shut your mouth.
So who's next?
En Sabanur. That's his name. Right?
I know. Yeah. It's better than Blackagar Boltagon.
I happen to like Blackagar. Apocalypse. This is the first, in my opinion, well-functioning, good-looking Apocalypse. Toy Biz build a figure. Beautiful.
Which has its place size-wise.
Yeah, but
It's a very specific place.
yeah,
At
it's
least
beautiful.
to me.
Too big. Toy Biz
Too thick.
and Simeon, like
Yeah.
this one.
I feel like it could be a slightly taller, but...
We should spend more time on camera.
That's right. Okay.
All right, so
But, yeah, let's go decide.
Apocalypse.
En Sabanur.
I knew you'd come.
My name starts with an A.
He used to have an A somewhere else, didn't he? Here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this. I like the shiny metal because it gives that shiny metal because it gives a metal look. I like the shiny blue because it gives a metallic look.
This to me is the first real functional Apocalypse we've gotten. I know I said it. The big Toy Biz one, Build-A-Figure, it's a beautiful figure, but that's very specific for the size.
Right.
The old Toy Biz,
Oh.
regular one, to Simeon, like.
I
this,
think
this is a great Apocalypse.
Yeah. The only thing that would make him better would be attachments. Drill hand, whatever else he morphed into. Ab crunch is kind of,
In between.
yeah, kind of floppy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like these from a place point of view. I'm sitting here, I'm messing with the arms,
So
and you can't get past there.
So wow.
Well, no, I got caught on the boot. Hold on.
What's the point of those damn things?
It's to power his...
Belt or his arm from his belt?
I don't know. It does... Okay, I was wrong. It doesn't hinder articulation or range. But, like Warlock... Was it Warlock? It's a pain in the ass. This one keeps falling out, too. Do those come out? They're separate pieces. These come with Wolverine, right?
Maybe.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
It's less cumbersome. You won't have to stand them out from the shelf a little... From the wall.
Yeah.
Because of those things behind them sticking out.
His head sculpt's good too. He's kind of like, ugh, I smell something, and it's not good.
He's jutting out his butt. My name's Apocalypse. I like French fried potatoes.
You think you can make me some biscuits?
His top teeth are completely behind his bottom row. That is strange. Okay, I'm going to point out something here, too, that's throwing me off, and again, completely nitpicking. You have cloth wrinkles, a metal look over it, and veins on his biceps.
And then you've got Colossus hands.
Yeah, with the striations and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's some contrasting design choices. Another thing I don't like is this ankle cuff. I was going to say wrist. But people are used to me misnaming joints.
Body parts.
Yeah. But,
There's not an A on it?
well, that, and it's just loose. It's just,
I know.
I guess it doesn't matter,
that's
but
Legends right now.
I know.
Right?
But there's nowhere to glue it.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
you wanted to keep it out of the way. It covers the joint nicely, but as
but
I'm trying to
do you
move the
think-
foot, I feel like I'm about to shear the peg off.
Please.
I'm not. I'm not.
do
I
that.
swear. But it's okay. There we
Yeah.
go. I guess it's
So do you
just
think if
tight.
that was glued down or sculpted on, it would...
It'd be
inhibit?
in way.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
That would be in the way. It's because it's coming up, touching
So
both here and here.
what's the trade-off? Better this way?
Better this way.
Yeah.
It's just floppy.
Yeah. But not if he's standing still.
No, overall though,
He looks good. I mean,
he looks imposing. He's not going to get into super dynamic poses.
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
But it's Apocalypse. I mean,
Yeah.
do we need that? Do we need him to, like, fight super posy?
My biggest thing, yeah, oh no, that's about as far as you can get his arm. Oh, well, I did this one. What's going on here? He can, but he can't look. Oh, well, I'm a liar. There you go.
But, I mean, you've got him essentially in the same pose as you got
Yeah.
Sabretooth, right?
So, again, I'm a liar.
Yeah.
The shoulder pads are hinged. They kind of, yeah, they're hinged.
Mm-hmm.
So they get up out of the way. You're not going to get straight up, but a little bit rubbery, but metallic.
Yeah.
I like it.
Metallic-y rubber.
And on my shelf, to me, yeah, he can fight. He can do battle. But to me, he's just the guy in the back.
Go do my bidding.
Yeah. Get out there and do my shit.
Yeah. Is he...
He's a bad guy, so you got to have his crotch out a little bit. There you go.
Is he the best Marvel Legends Apocalypse?
I would say so.
Yeah, me too.
I like it.
Me too.
For me, anyway. I mean, I know everybody has their own wants and needs and quirks, but for me, this one's imposing while still being realistic. I was going to say realistic, but that's the wrong word.
Yeah.
This is my Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Which means I have to get the whole wave anyway. Which is a good thing, though, because I like the whole wave.
The whole wave is good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's... We've had a lot of Marvel Legends waves so far this year, but overall, I think this is the best wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's talk about that, though.
Okay.
So what do you think overall?
Overall, we've had a lot of them, but overall, this is the best Marvel Legends wave of 2018 thus far.
It's close. Deadpool?
Deadpool's close.
Deadpool's close.
It's close.
But this being all X-Men, all consistently good, Psylocke's hair. But do you think we'll see something like Mysterio's head underneath the thing? We got that case early from Canada.
With
it
the
was
green head.
But all the ones that shipped are white.
It would be interesting to see. If it does change, it'll be happy to wait.
Because we're not expecting these until August, right?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But these popped up now. So maybe this is just an early prototype, early run type situation thing, and later runs are going to be different.
Yeah, I mean that could change. I hope that nothing about Wolverine changes. And
I've heard complaints about the yellow being a little bit too mustard, too dark.
Maybe so.
But it's nice. It matches everything
else.
else.
It's not enough to bother.
It's
me.
not neon. It's not neon glow, but it's not super dark,
Yeah,
spicy brown mustard.
That's the good mustard.
Yeah. It's a nice in between color.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not toned down enough for me to get
It's not this brown.
Yeah, that's for sure. That he looks more like your mustard there.
Yeah.
Get a hot dog after this or something.
Corn dog. It's corn dog time. So the biggest complaints are just like color. Well, Madrox's arms.
Yeah,
but still a cool figure, even though it's not my personal preference.
To me, the softness of the lower part of the coat outweighs the
arms being
a little gappy.
Yeah. Storm's cool.
Yep.
Wolverine's cool. Psylocke needs hair.
Yep.
Sabretooth needs a new torso.
I'm good with it.
Head's a little high. Clark. Gladiator. I like this. I like it. This
one
figure
is an improvement over the old one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Magneto.
Awesome figure. I just wish it was in a different costume.
I like it. How's that?
It doesn't look bad.
No.
And
yeah,
you got this guy.
Right here. And then Apocalypse just makes the wave.
Yeah.
And this is the first. Okay, I'm going to say this, and it's probably wrong because I'm forgetting because of the sheer amount of Marvel Legends we've gotten in the past year. Whole wave. I want the whole wave equally.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
This being the least, only because we have him, and we have a Sabretooth that's close to this, but not. It's like saying we have this Wolverine.
Right.
We don't.
Right.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We essentially have this figure, though. But I'm even excited about him looking this cool.
Yeah. I'm very happy. We got I think the Thanos wave was a little weak. The Avengers wave.
I got Songbird and Taskmaster.
Yeah.
Only because there's so many other movies right now to be hyped up about.
Yeah.
And when Infinity War hits, I guarantee that I'll be like, oh, I need to go get Iron Man and Captain America. And
Yeah,
I don't know, but that's the way I am. I'm easily swayed.
This wave in Deadpool, it's
Yeah.
going to be hard to beat. The upcoming Spider-Man
I
wave
passed
with
on-
Doc Ock. No, not the Lizard wave.
I know, but that's what I was saying. I passed on a lot of the Spider-Man or the Lizard wave too.
Okay.
That wave's going to be.
That wave to me is a little bit of a step
You're
down.
more wave, less Build-A-Figure, because SBDR.
But Elektra,
Yeah.
Cloak and Dagger, Doc
Yeah,
Ock,
yeah.
another cool Daredevil.
Yeah, it's
that's going to be a solid wave too.
It's a
but
cool assortment.
This is
but
the
this
one
is-
to beat. This is the one to beat right now.
until the next X-Men. But I'm also.
We think we'll get another X-Men assortment this year?
I don't know about this year. I doubt it.
Yeah.
But the next X-Men wave should be kick-ass too.
Who would you like to see there?
Lots of people. That's a whole nother podcast.
Beast, Colossus. That's
Nightcrawler.
yeah. Those three. Those are the big three.
Yeah.
Those are the big
Gambit.
three. Gambit.
And Strong Guy.
Don't like Strong Guy. Please don't.
I need a strong guy to go with my modern Madrox.
But you don't have a modern Madrox.
Oh, I will.
Bub.
Okay, wrap it up.
All right. Well, again, thanks to our Canadian benefactor for helping us out with this. We hope you liked this rather irreverent look.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh.
I just realized something.
What?
Look at the gray wash on Sabretooth's fur thing right here. Why didn't they do that with Magneto's hair? This is like stark white. It would have looked awesome. I didn't realize that had that dry brush wash look. She keeps doing that.
Yeah.
I hate her.
Stop it. She's got
No,
small feet.
She had small feet, and I got a weird pose on her. But yeah,
Because
that's cool.
If it would have been done that way, that would not be smacking of 90s like
That's
this
true.
head
That's
is
true because
right
it was
now.
just stark white
Yeah.
in the comics, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
I like. What about that though?
That looks cool like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And Sabretooth probably smells a little, so that should be dirtied up a little bit. I think hygiene's important to Magneto, whereas to Sabretooth it's not. We have spiraled out of control.
That's right. Okay.
At this point. Okay.
So what do we say?
Hope you like this early look. We're gonna have lots of pictures up on
Yeah,
the site
yeah.
too. Probably
Each
cut
day
in.
this week we'll have. So if
Yeah.
you're watching this, well, if you're watching this on YouTube,
You're watching this on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, it might be on ABC
No.
later.
Oh yeah, they did
They
contact me
own-
earlier,
Well, they own Marvel, Disney,
and
it's
they're
all
they're
Disney.
super interested in
Yeah,
Fwoosh.
super interested.
Yeah.
Super interested.
But there'll be daily pictorial reviews too.
Because I hate myself. But yeah, these are always fun. I like coming together for early looks. So hopefully the next Deadpool wave we might get that out early, or Spider-Man or whatever. But this is going to be the wave to beat. Highly recommended. You can't even pre-order it yet stateside, right? So
I believe. Oh man, I think August is actually the pre-order date, isn't it?
really,
I don't know.
hope not.
Don't quote me on that.
Gee, well, you know what? It's going to be like getting this wave all over again because I'll have forgotten.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a long time to wait, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's past Comic-Con.
Woof.
And all that new stuff that they'll probably show.
Woof.
We'll catch you on the Fwoosh.
Yeah, please. All right.
I like this.
Yeah.
It's different.
Well, now you've done it.
She stayed up though. Are they fists? They are fists. Paul!
Yep.
I feel like there should be overalls involved here.
I don't think no one really knows. Now go make me some biscuits.
Now you're going into Gus territory.